Thanks for watching our Japanese adventure vlogs, and today we'll be going to Disneysea. It's our first full day waking up here in our Tokyo Bay Resort Hotel, and shortly we're going to be making our way over to the monorail and queue up for when the park opens.
So we're just queuing in the line for Disneysea. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not the best weather today, but the park is still really busy. We went to the bakery in our hotel. And the first thing I'm going to try is the cheesy curry bread, because it's quite well known in Japan and it's super soft. And the curry like sauce inside is like really nice and thick. 10 out of 10.
It kind of tastes like what we would call back in the UK chip shop curry, or fruity curry. Really light, and yeah, like I say, it's not got a bad aftertaste or nothing. Like really strong curry, but nice little snack to have. Yeah, I'd say the same 10 out of 10.
The next thing we got was a red bean bun, which again is super popular here. It's like sweet. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a sweet paste. I can see why people it wouldn't be everyone's type of like food, because the paste is a bit of a grainy texture, but it's really nice. Yeah, I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10.
I really like red bean paste. I think it's nice, but everybody can make the assumption, they'll judge it for themselves, but I would give it I go 9 out of 10.
Disneysea. The weather's not the best, to be 100% honest, but unfortunately you just have to take those things as they come. But we're going to go queue for Toy Story Mania now. We were able to get DPA for Frozen and the 40th pass for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is in a couple of hours. So until then we're going to have a look around, try and hit some food places as well. Unfortunately, Rapunzel's is suspended until the 16th, which is a bit upsetting because it's one that we really wanted to do. But unfortunately, you just can't change things like that.
Just outside Toy Story, and we thought we'd kind of get out of the rain for a bit and try a bit of food in between the rides. So there was an apple and Coca-Cola drink on the menu. It's got little stars on the top of it, but I don't actually know what they are. I don't know if they're just like glitter. No, I don't know what they are, but let's give it a try. Oh God. It's got jelly in it. That is.
Sprinkle some stuff on top.
Yeah, it's got jelly in it. It's sharp. It's very sharp. It's got a strong apple taste. Like, I guess if you're from the UK, I'm sure other places have apple tango as well, but that's kind of what it tastes like. And then if you mix Coke with it, and then put some chunks of jelly in, but the apple is very sharp. I'd give it a solid like 6 out of 10.
Well, that's tangy. If you like apple with a bit of tang, then you'll definitely like this. I'm not the biggest fan of apple, so for me, there's quite a lot going on in there as well. But when you hit a bit at the bottom, you do feel it. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. So when we were walking past this, we were actually queuing for Toy Story, and this caught my eye, so we decided to come back and get it. So this is the classic Reuben sandwich. I did think that the first time I'd try a Reuben would be in New York City, but we'll be doing that next year. So this is a good starter to cross-compare what the one in New York will be like, and then we'll see which one's better. It's nice. It's a very wet sandwich. There's a lot going on there. With I think there's onions or sauerkraut maybe. Yeah, sauerkraut underneath. There's quite a lot of sauerkraut at the bottom. So it is kind of a fall apart sandwich when you eat it. But the meat's really nice. Cheese is nice. I'm quite a lover of sandwiches anyway. If the one in New York is half as good as that, then I'll be happy. I'd give that a 9 out of 10.
I mean, it kind of tastes like a Big Mac to me. Like, I don't know, are they supposed to taste like a Big Mac? Because that's kind of what it tastes like.
I wouldn't think the one in Carcelli would.
It kind of has like a pickle flavour to it, I guess, like a relish. It's really nice. Solid sandwich. Yeah, give it a good 7 out of 10. So, again, to escape the rain, we've come to Lookout Cookout. We've just been on the Frozen ride, which was actually different to the one in Florida, which I didn't expect. But we've come to, Lookout Cookout, just to have a quick snack, because there was a couple of things we wanted to try. Another drink that I've gotten is the Pixie Dust Soda, which is kiwi flavour. They said that we need to stir it before we drink it. It's nice. It's, as I said, it's basically a kiwi soda. It's refreshing. If it was a hot day today and not typhoon weather, I'm feel like it would be better, but it's nice. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Nice, refreshing.
It's kind of a little bit like a lemon and lime, maybe.
Yeah.
Similar to what that would be like, but a lot more refreshing. And obviously I think there's like concentrated kiwi fruit at the bottom, but it's nice. Like I say, I agree with Mena. I think if the day was a little bit less, if it was more sunny and not, if it was less typhoony and just hot, I think it would probably be a little bit more refreshing than what it is now, but it's still good. Yeah, I'd say the same, 8 out of 10. It's nice, good choice. So we also got the smoked chicken leg. Again, this was one on our list, I think, to try when we came here. Not very smoky, not for me anyway. Kind of similar to the teriyaki chicken leg that we had yesterday in Disneyland in terms of just the consistency. It's warm, it's nice. Yeah, I'd eat that if we came here again. I'd give that a 8.5 out of 10. So the last thing we got was the Lookout Cookout brownie. Nice thin piece of chocolate on the top. I think it's just normal milk chocolate. Brownie isn't too dry. Solid little snack. Probably give it 6 out of 10. I think I give it an extra point for the theme and the fact that it goes well with the place, but yeah.
It's quite a moist brownie. It's really nice. It's a standard like chocolate brownie again, like a really nice quick treat. The only thing I will say, because it's just like a solid piece of brownie cake and then a solid slab of chocolate, there's kind of nothing to like break it down, like a cream or a filling. So it's quite stodgy. So I think if you had, you know, it's quite rich. So if you had all of it, it might be a bit sickly. Another solid 6.
So we just left Lookout Cookout and we're currently in the queue for Peter Pan's Adventure, which is right next to it. Just a little guide or a tip: if you do come to Disneysea and it is particularly rainy, this is a good ride because it does have a lot of undercover, so it's a chance to get out of the rain while you queue as well. Some rides aren't as good as this for that, so if you are trying to decide what to do or where to go on a rainy day in Disneysea, just bear that in mind. It's a bit nicer to queue under here than having to queue in the rain.
At the minute as well, the ride time is about 40 minutes and we basically walk straight under this cover.
いやーティンカーベル。フック船長がどうしたって？
camera, but the review of it is really good. I thought the animatronics as you go on the ride were really good. I think Mena thought that it leads you into a false sense of security and then bumps up and goes really fast.
Yeah, I'm someone that doesn't like big roller coasters. Now this isn't a big roller coaster, but I think it because it's really slow at the beginning, it kind of just tells the story. There's like a small portion at the end where, you know, a spoiler warning, it goes really fast and then it drops you for quite a long period of time, which I wasn't expecting the drop to be, you know, as long as it was. So yeah, it was really good. A good thrill. There isn't many thrill rides here in Disneysea, so yeah, it was different. It was good.
Yeah, and it's exclusive to Tokyo Disneysea, so if you do come here, definitely recommend doing that one.
To get some more food. There's quite limited seating where it is, and it is pick-up only, so you have to order via the Disney World Tokyo app. Just bear that in mind if you decide to go there. What was on our list was the Gyoza dog. Looks quite nice, kind of something a bit different as well. Now, even though it says Gyoza dog, it's more bao bun texture. It's just like a filled bao bun with, I think it's pork.
It smells like stuffing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pork and sage, I think.
Yeah, it smells like British stuffing.
Yeah, but it's nice. The bun's really soft. The filling's nice and warm. It's nice and flavourful. Yeah, I think if you were going to pick a place to go and get a snack, Disney Tokyo wise, I'd pick this one.
So the filling is like a gyoza filling, like that kind of texture. But to be honest, it kind of tastes like stuffing to me, English stuffing, British stuffing. Bao bun is really nice, it's really soft, as most Japanese bread is. You'd think it would be dry as well, because it's got like no sauce or anything in it, but actually I think the meat is soaked into the bao bun bread, so it's really nice and tasty, really soft, really moist. Yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. Super soft.
So we are at Sebastian's Calypso Kitchen in Mermaid Lagoon, which I suppose you'd say is like the kid-friendly area of Disneysea. Kind of a large area though, and it's all out of the rain, so it's kind of a good place to get as well. I can understand why there's a lot of people here. So this is the seafood calzone. Kind of like creamy, not tomato-based sauce, which I thought would be the case with the seafood pizza / calzone. But a bit like the one I tried in Disneyland yesterday. There's a lot going on, and a lot of people wouldn't like seafood in a pizza or a calzone, but I think it works quite well, and I quite like it. I'd give it 7 out of 10. It's kind of nice as well to have like a warm dish as well.
It tastes like apple tango, which I guess, if you think about it, apple tea soda, that is basically what apple tango is. It just is not as fizzy as the apple tango we have in the UK, but I like apple tango, so 10 out of 10.
We also got the Mickey Cinnamon Churro, which is shaped by Mickey Mouse. One thing I found from trying the churros in Japan and Disney is that they're a lot more dry and crisp than the ones in America. They've got a lot more of a crunch to them. A little bit on the dry side for me, I think. Probably wouldn't get it again, but it's not a bad snack. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. So we're at Mama Biscotti's bakery. We're near the entrance of Disneysea because we wanted to try the tapioca latte. It's really refreshing.
You said that about a lot of things today.
Little chunks of boba and tapioca, it's my key word. And it's a mixture of boba with like little, kind of like little chopped up bits of tapioca in it. So I'd give this one a 10 out of 10. So we're also going to try the, is it called Mike's bun?
Mike's melon bread.
Mike's melon bread, which is custard filling, I think.
I think you'll find there's no filling in there.
I thought it was. You'd be wrong, because it's custard filling.
Is it? I thought there was no filling.
It literally says Mike's melon bread brackets custard filling. I think it's honey melon, based off the taste. That's definitely the flavour I'm getting.
I think it's just called melon bread, though, because it's supposed to look like a melon, not because it tastes like it.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. Again, you were wrong about the custard filling. I think you might be wrong about that as well.
Let me research this.
Try it. Custard's nice, strong flavour of it. Just goes really well. It's just a nice sweet treat, really. But I definitely get it again if I came back. So I would give it a 8 out of 10.
Like melon.
Hang on, say that one more time.
It does smell like melon.
Thank you.
I can see why you would have thought that, but
Have a taste.
I've researched it, and traditionally Japanese melon bread isn't because it's flavoured like melon, it's because it's shaped like melon. All the bread we've had from Japan so far is like super soft. Again, the custard is really nice. It's kind of like unique, and also it's not too sweet. It's not like the custard isn't the sweet part of the bread is. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Is it really cold? It's ice cream.
Yeah, it was ice cream, yeah. You didn't explain what it was. What you said?
So the last thing we're going to try today is the sea salt ice cream, Manaka. Basically, it's ice cream, vanilla ice cream in a clamshell, and I think there's some form of fruit filling in the middle. Sea salt vanilla ice cream. Already tried it. The ice cream, like the shell on the outside just kind of dissolves because it's just chewy, and then the ice cream is just like sweet and savoury at the same time, because it's sweet because of the vanilla and then savoury because of the salt. Even though it's hard, because it's ice cream, it's really creamy as well at the same time. 10 out of 10. This is probably one of my favourite things that I've actually eaten today. It's like super delicious. What flavour is it?
It's like raspberry. It's nice though. It's refreshing. Nice mixture between sweet and then the sharpness of the raspberry with it. Oh, solid dessert. I'd give this one 9 out of 10. that was our Disneysea vlog. I personally preferred Disneysea to Disneyland. I think it had a little bit more different attractions and some new things as well. I think I said earlier in the vlog it was a bit disappointing we couldn't go on Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, but it was closed for refurbishment until the middle of September. But unfortunately it's just one of those things. But there were a lot of new rides that we'd never done before that was nice to experience, like Journey to the Centre of the Earth, 20,000 Leagues, and the Peter Pan ride.
The Frozen ride was also different as well.
Yeah, they did
The
have
US one.
they did have like slight differences to them, which was nice.
Different scenes, yeah.
And I think the one thing that I've been particularly impressed with the Disney in Tokyo, both Disneyland and Disneysea, is the theming.
Yeah.
And also the fact that the food is really well catered to the theming as well, so they kind of go hand in hand. I would say some of the snacks here, in my opinion, actually have better theming than they would in places like America and or Paris.
Yeah.
I think they're in a league of their own in that regard based off the Disney parks we've been to so far. Thank you for watching our video, and if you want to see more of our adventures in Japan, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one, where we will be traveling to and doing some vlogging in Kyoto.